Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bachelor in Paradise just dropped a wave of excitement across the fanbase, and it all centers around Jonathon Johnson and Leah Kayanan. The pair, who have been navigating the ups and downs of the beach with undeniable chemistry, may have just given their biggest love hint yet, and it has everyone talking. It started subtly, as these things often do. Jonathon, who's been known for his laid-back charm and effortless connection with those around him, has been increasingly attentive toward Leah. The two have shared plenty of flirtatious moments before, but recent footage and social media clues suggest their relationship has taken a serious turn. Fans who have been following them closely know that neither Jonathon nor Leah is particularly quick to label a romance. Yet, the energy between them lately feels less casual and more committed. The moment that sparked the latest wave of speculation came during a group gathering on the beach. Observers noticed the way Jonathon leaned into Leah, both physically and emotionally, as they laughed and whispered in their own little world. Leah's smile was constant, and Jonathon's eyes rarely left hers. What stood out even more was how their body language shifted compared to earlier episodes. Gone was the casual arm around the shoulder. In its place were tender touches, lingering glances, and a quiet intimacy that felt deeply personal. Adding to the intrigue, Jonathon recently posted a beachside photo to his Instagram, featuring a shot of two intertwined hands resting on the sand. He didn't tag anyone, but fans immediately dissected the image, pointing out that the nail polish matched the exact color Leah was wearing during filming. It wasn't long before screenshots flooded Bachelor Nation fan pages, each captioned with theories about a secret romance brewing just out of the camera's spotlight. Leah hasn't exactly been subtle either. During a recent confessional, she spoke about finding someone who sees me fully and makes me feel safe enough to be myself. She didn't name names, but the edit cut directly to a scene of her and Jonathon walking down the shoreline, laughing together as if no one else existed. Editors rarely place those sequences without purpose, and viewers took it as a deliberate nudge toward the truth. What's making this big, hard love hint even more compelling is how their friends on the beach have reacted. Several fellow cast members have commented on how happy Leah looks lately, with one even saying, "She's glowing, and we all know why." Another noted that Jonathon has been more settled and focused in recent days, steering clear of any new romantic prospects and investing his energy into just one person. Bachelor in Paradise thrives on drama and shifting connections, but what Jonathon and Leah seem to be building stands apart. Instead of the usual whirlwind flings and rapid breakups, they're moving with intention. And if history within the franchise is any guide, those slower, steadier builds often have the strongest foundation. Fans are also pointing out that both Jonathon and Leah have been more reserved about posting on social media since filming wrapped. While some contestants flood their feeds with beach shots and cryptic captions, these two have kept things minimal. The absence of overexposure has only intensified the curiosity, as if they're quietly guarding something special until the right moment to share it with the world. There's also been an interesting crossover between their lives outside Paradise. Sources have hinted that Jonathon recently attended a small gathering in Leah's hometown, far from the cameras, where mutual friends say they appeared comfortable, affectionate, and clearly together. It's a small but telling detail that suggests whatever began in Mexico hasn't been left behind. From a franchise perspective, a romance between Jonathon and Leah has all the makings of a fan-favorite storyline. Both are well-liked, charismatic, and have avoided the more toxic conflicts that sometimes define Paradise pairings. If they are indeed moving towards something long-term, producers will likely lean into it heavily, crafting a narrative arc that plays out over the rest of the season and possibly beyond. For now, though, it's the fans who are doing most of the storytelling. Bachelor Nation forums are full of threads analyzing every glance, touch, and social media clue. Some are already imagining an engagement on the beach, while others think the couple may choose to leave Paradise together without the pressure of a proposal, opting instead to grow their relationship in the real world. One thing is clear: Jonathon and Leah aren't shying away from the connection they found. Even in a setting designed for distractions and temptations, they've maintained a focus on each other that's rare in the Paradise environment. Whether they've intentionally dropped this big, hard love hint to tease the audience, or whether it's simply the natural progression of their feelings, the result is the same. Everyone is hooked. The upcoming episodes will be crucial. Paradise has a way of testing even the strongest bonds, and the beach environment is notorious for unexpected twists. Will Jonathon and Lee's relationship withstand the inevitable drama? Or will new arrivals and old flames create complications they can't ignore? Regardless of what happens next, the groundwork has been laid for one of the season's most compelling relationships. If this really is the start of a serious romance, then Bachelor in Paradise might have just delivered another love story that fans will follow long after the cameras stop rolling. Jonathon Johnson and Leah Cannon's journey is far from over, but this moment, this undeniable shift in how they see and treat each other, could very well be the beginning of something lasting. And in a franchise built on fleeting connections, that's the kind of story fans live for. Bachelor Nation fans got to know Leah Cannon as she looked for love on season 28 of The Bachelor. She's currently giving love another shot on the beaches of Bachelor in Paradise season 10 and has formed a connection with Jonathon Johnson. While romantic sparks started to form in the beginning of their connection, the two ultimately decided they're better off as friends and are now competing as platonic partners. However, Leah is now hinting at a possible future romance with Jonathon in a new episode of Bachelor Happy Hour. While reflecting on their relationship dynamic in Paradise, Leah said, "The whole thing with me and him was that totally we know we're friends, that's super great. No pressure, but we are open to it becoming more." She continued saying, "I think it was more like, let's keep exploring each other and getting to know each other more intimately and see if there's that spark or if there's that interest romantically. So I think that's where we were at. Yes, we acknowledge fully that we're friends, but we're open." Leah then discussed how she felt about her conversation with Jonathon on their relationship when they decided to just be friends. "I was like, Jonathon, yes or no?" And he was like, "Well, there's this gray area." And I was like, "There's no gray area. It's a yes or no. Just tell me." "Like, it's all good," she said. "I think you could easily be like, yeah, we're friends right now, but I'm open to it. Or, yeah, we're friends right now, but I don't really see this ever becoming something. I think you at least know that part. And if you are a slow burn, you could have been like, yeah, I'm a slow burn. I'm willing to see where this goes." Leah then explained how they formed such a strong partnership during VIP and teased that they sometimes poked at a romantic connection with each other. "Being good friends is so beneficial because truthfully he's like the boy version of me. I think that's why we don't gel like that. We're so similar and we get along. We kind of kill it at the challenges because I think we have this dynamic, so I think that ultimately everything happened exactly how it needed to," she stated. "He's such a good person too. He is like, I will not be fake for a show or the cameras, and I really appreciate that about him. And I think we were just like, look, this is what it is. We're not gonna lie to our friends. I mean, sometimes we would poke at it a little, but yeah." Jonathon Johnson was part of a Bachelor Nation first on last week's episode of Bachelor in Paradise. The 28-year-old accepted a rose from 67-year-old Golden cast member April Kirkwood at the third rose ceremony. However, taking April's rose meant that an extra Golden male contestant would be going home, and Jonathon admitted to Swoon that made him hesitant about sticking around himself. "I have such a love for the Goldens, I didn't feel fully right taking the rose," Jonathon shared. "You can hear me ask her when I'm up there, I'm like, are you sure? Because in my mind, I knew that takes away from potentially one of the Golden men getting their chance. I didn't want to sit with the weight of being like, damn, did I just take it from one of them?" Jonathon added that April didn't see it like that, because she just wanted to give her rose to a kid who had such good intentions. Now that he's at peace with his decision, he said he feels great about it, though. April gave Jonathon the rose so he could have another opportunity to be valued for what other people may not see, but I do. Although there was some flirty behavior between them in Costa Rica, Jonathon stressed that there was never anything romantic going on. "Her and I made it very clear that it was purely friendly," he explained. "I think she liked to flirt with me, and I would flirt back in like a playful way. It was never like, this is going to happen kind of a thing. But we always played with the idea that it's just for fun." Still, he had no idea that getting April's rose was even an option. "I thought Goldens were in their lane, and we were in our lane," Jonathon said. "When all the younger people gave out their roses, I was like, all right, this is my time to go. And I was completely fine with it." He thought April would give her rose to Jack Lencioni, whom she'd kissed earlier in the week. Bachelor in Paradise has officially crossed generational lines after the Monday, July 21st episode. Golden cast member April Kirkwood got flirty with the much younger Jonathon Johnson, and she even ended up giving him her rose at the Week 3 rose ceremony. However, Jonathon wasn't April's only connection in the house. She also kissed Jacqueline Choney, a fellow Golden, during the episode. April was the last person to hand out a rose at the rose ceremony. She had to choose to give it to Jonathon, Jack Charles C.K. King, or Ralph R.J. Johnson. She ultimately went with Jonathon, telling him, "I want you to have another opportunity to be valued for what other people may not see, but I do." Jonathon double-checked, asking April, "Are you sure?" And she confirmed she was. In a confessional, he added, "I am shocked, ecstatic, emotional." Jack was understandably upset by the decision, while Kathy Swartz joked, "I love you, April, but you live in Cougar Town." Getting April's rose means that Jonathon will have another week to try and find love. While it doesn't seem like he and April will actually pursue a romance themselves, more women will be arriving to shake things up, which means Jonathon could potentially make a new connection. Earlier this season, Jonathon was linked to Alex Godin, but she ultimately told him she didn't feel a spark. He also went on a date with Jill Chin, but felt their relationship was more platonic than romantic. When the Goldens entered, Jonathon picked up on April's flirty energy, and a producer questioned whether she would be an option for him. "In Paradise, there's no age limit," he pointed out. "Why not see what could happen?" We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.